Окей, давайте начнем. В прошлом году мы проводили уже эту игру «Дебаты». Некоторые из вас будут помнить какие-то правила, но моя игра полна нововведений. Точно так же я дам вам больше раздаточного материала, вам будет проще составлять свои речи в дебатах. Вы выпускной класс. Вам нужно писать итоговые сочинения, экзамены. Вам нужна четкая аргументация, также вам нужна логика в своих сочинениях, ибо вас могут завалить по какому-то критерию. Это очень важно. Дебаты сочетают в себе умение выстраивать письменную логику и умение говорить экспромтом просто вот так вот, как в жизни. В жизни мы встречаемся с ситуациями, когда нам нужно поспорить, когда нам нужно довести свою точку зрения до какого-то человека, убедить его в том, что мы правы, убедить аудиторию, что мы правы, перевести кого-то на нашу сторону. И дебаты помогут всему этому научиться. Дебаты – это игра, на самом деле. Дебаты – это игра, в которой есть 4 команды по 2 человека. Эти люди в наших дебатах работают в паре. Такой формат основан на британском парламентском, так как есть команда государства, есть команда оппозиция. Opening government, closing government, opening opposition and closing opposition. Для чего это создано? Есть тезис. Тезис – это какое-то заявление, которое мы или опровергаем, или подтверждаем. Школьная форма должна быть обязательной. Вот буквально простой тезис, который я разбирала вчера с семиклассниками. Или домашнее задание должно быть обязательным для каждого школьника. Это простые тезисы, и есть government, который поддерживает этот тезис. И есть opposition, который его опровергает. Почему бы не сделать 2 команды по 4 человека? А обязательно нужно 4 команды по 2 человека. Потому что зал бывает не объективен, зал как судьи. И между 4 командами сложнее выбрать. Также конкуренция растет не только между opposition и government, а конкуренция есть и между government 1, government 2, opening, closing government. Каждый соревнуется за то, чтобы у него были лучшие аргументы, самые структурированные, самые понятные, лучшие логические приемы в работе с залом, большая убедительность. Это все очень важно, когда вы выступаете на дебатах. Вам примерно ясен принцип игры? Хорошо. Я думаю, можно перейти к правилам. Каждое выступление должно длиться 3-4 минуты. На подготовку дается 5 минут, иногда 4, там 4,5, 3,5 даже давала вчера. Сколько времени не давай, 10 минут, 15 минут, времени будет панически мало. У тебя будет ощущение, что ты не успеваешь подготовиться, и только с практикой приходит ощущение того, что даже и за 3 минуты ты можешь сколотить что-то вполне себе нормальное. Мы распределим вас в 4 команды по 2 человека, что я уже упоминала. Вы можете задавать вопросы вашим оппонентам во время их выступления, но в первые и последние 30 секунд задавать вопросы вы не можете. Просто можете сбить человека, когда он подводит итоги и когда он начинает рассказывать свою мысль. И если сбить его в начале, то вся его речь пойдет под откос потом. Постарайтесь излагать свои мысли как можно четче, идти на контакт с публикой, как глазной, так и риторический, например. А у вас было вот так вот? А также убедительно опровергать доводы своих оппонентов. Я желаю вам удачи.
Hey, we're opening government and we would like to present the topic. Should or should not the government regulate the internet sphere? Okay. Well, due to our position, as we are the opening government, we are agreeing with the statement that the government should really regulate and control the internet.
Yeah, government can see through the internet if there is some terrorist actions in there or some drug dealers. And it also can control the bullying in the internet, so we think it's really important to government like controlling the internet sphere and all of this.
Well, yeah, thanks.
Now, why do you want to control the internet to prevent terrorist attacks? shouldn't you control the public in the first place to not commit terrorist acts?
You know what? The internet is a place where the first step of the terrorism starts. Well, let's say like this. So to prevent all the terroristic attacks, we should really start from the bottom, from the very beginning. So yeah.
Okay, for the beginning, let me ask you a question. Do you have any sense of your own privacy? Well, I do. That's why I don't want to state or government to regulate any internet traffic. As a human, I want as much freedom as is possible in any area of life. Yes, maybe my data that I was uploading in the internet is not so important, but it's still my data. That's why I don't want it to have a third party. I don't want it. It's my own data. That's why government shouldn't take any controlling of the traffic. Actually, if there is a good statement that not the gun shoots, the person did it. That's why government should regulate any bad things that they will ban in the internet, like, I don't know, drug dealing, gun dealing or something like that. They should ban it in real life in the first place, so it can be leaked in the internet. The internet have too many things that will not be good for the government but better for people, and government can ban it without any permission to do it. That's why government should not have any rights to control the internet. That's all.
Thank you.
And now, I'm totally for controlling the internet as a part of the government. Just imagine the situation, how many false information we get from there. For example, who is the leader of the country at that moment? Or what's going on in the world? You know, a lot of journalists just write what they want instead of taking some valuable information to that. And that's why I believe the government should control what is on the internet. Also, imagine some games which promote violence or some bad stuff which gradually destroys human brain and reasoning abilities. And you upload this to the internet, and you know what? The students of the school play these games or watch this content, so they become totally useless after that. They ruin all their conscience. Okay, your question.
Okay, if you can't get valuable information from the internet, where do you get it from?
I don't know. The periodicals, they are available at every bookstore, you know, and they are published monthly, for example. Okay.
If you're so afraid of the fake news, why they're not banned in the television? Why they're not banned in magazines or something like that?
You mean the violence and stuff like that?
No, fake news.
Fake news.
Your
Fake
first
news.
argument. It's a lot of stories when the television or some newspapers get some fake news, and there's some. It leads to some bad.
Okay, but just imagine the television. In order to prepare one TV show, you need just an hour, for example. So, and also it's vigorously controlled by the editor or stuff like that. But on the internet, you can just upload what you want in a matter of seconds, and people see it. And so, take the political country, the political content of the country. Internet is a good support for the government. And now imagine every person who wants to write that government is bad and stuff like that, and gives arguments which can lead to the total country destruction. And this country, the country gives you the support. It gives you the salary, a safe place to live. And if you just let every waste on the internet to be said about the political party governing or something like that, you'll destroy the country. You know, I'm not for totalitarianism or something like that, but just imagine.
There's a simple reason why in the state of Texas guns are legal. I could just walk up here, shoot you with my gun, kill you. And who would do it? I'm asking you, will my gun do it? Will my gun just jump out of my hands and shoot you all, murder you, leave you lifeless? No, it would be my conscious decision. For me to kill you all with a gun, I need to pull the trigger, I need to become insane, I need to do all these things that the government can prevent. And the internet is the gun. If you disable or control the internet, the gun would be disabled. But would it stop the human that thought of murdering everyone in this place? No! They would just be more creative about it. And do you want them to be more creative? I don't think so. You know, when you disable internet for drug dealers, what do? They hide drugs in corpses. They hide them everywhere. They become even more vicious. If you make guns illegal, what do people do? They create them, they manufacture them and sell them illegally.
But we didn't talk about stopping them from typing on the internet or something like that. We are just for controlling them, so we can view their messages without them knowing about that. And that's why the government should do this. So the gun or the drug dealers would know that they are watched.
I have a question for you then. Do you really think that those drug dealers are so dumb that they wouldn't consider this? They wouldn't consider that they could be hacked, for example. They wouldn't consider that someone might watch their search history. They would just type something, send it, and that's it. You know what you can do without controlling the internet? You can screenshot your message and then say something to the drug dealer, like, I'm gonna snitch on you. I'm going to ruin your whole life by this one message. And how do you control people who know what they are talking about? Like people who encode their speech patterns. For example, yeah, we're making the deal. What are you gonna do? We're making this deal, some kind of deal. Maybe it's a drug deal, maybe it's a, like, any deal. Trade deal, I wanna buy your car, it's gonna be a deal. How do you control that? By watching messages. And regarding your argument about people mistrusting the government because of the internet, well, I'm sorry, your ego is so fragile that it can be destroyed by one post in the internet. One person telling you that you're wrong, that can just annihilate you. Maybe if you can't control the people's opinion about you, maybe if you can't make people think that you're good, maybe you weren't a good government in the first place.